old saying, have a good day, play smart, play strong, and play above. All right, check you out. See you later.
All right.
From other towns, other states, even other countries. But mostly, they're still local kids from the hard scrabble precincts of Jersey City. Journey isn't just a commute, but a kind of pilgrimage. Spanning what divides the boys they were and the men they'll become. Of their transformation is Bob Hurley Sr. Profane moralist, retired probation officer, and for almost half a century, basketball coach at St. Anthony High School. Hurley's tenure includes 28 state titles. More than 150 players, including his sons Bobby and Danny, have earned Division I scholarships. But basketball seems almost incidental to the real work. Instilling each kid with a piece of his own hard-ass ethic. Across the decades, faces change, but the contract does not. The contract is sacrosanct.
Give these out to everybody. This is the contract. You bring it home, you show your parents, you tell them that there are 20. From this point on, any of those things you're held accountable for. You're on time for everything. School uniform, team uniform, wear it properly. We'll refrain from the use of profane language. We will never involve ourselves in the hazing of another student. Curfew is going to be 10 o'clock on school nights, midnights on weekends. Hope you're all mindful right now of how edgy the relationship is in urban areas between people who live in the city and the police. If you mention that you are a basketball player at St. Anthony's, that will help in this process to make the police officer less concerned. If he wants you to show ID, you ask him if you can put your hand in your pocket to get identification out. You don't do anything that would make this man be concerned. Refrain from the use of alcohol, tobacco, or drugs of any kind. Tattoos, get one after you finish playing. Clean-cut appearances, no mohawks, no facial hair. Cell phone at school, you're suspended from the team. Okay? Don't be a punk and act one way because I might be around and act differently when I'm not around. The woman's name that runs the cafeteria. Miss Linda. Okay? Last year, twice, I had to address kids in school who were talking to her with disrespect. You know what I'd like to do with those dudes? Out in the parking lot. That's a parking lot deal. It's a privilege to be here. In order to be here, you're going to do these things. And if it doesn't work out for you, it doesn't work out for you. When I go home, am I going to think 1 second about, gee, I hope everybody's okay with this? I don't care. We've been doing this for a long time. This is the way we roll. This is the way we do things.
While last year's team went undefeated, this year's group remains unknown. To their coach and each other. With 9 new players and a single senior in the starting 5, it's Hurley's youngest squad ever. Still, that's the least of his problems.
What are you doing? You were so unathletic. You didn't even want to be there. I'm better. Wow. You have no basketball IQ. What is he doing? Why are you coming up the lane? Good luck playing after high school. Go stand in the corner and be a fraud. Cardinal. 2 guys on the baseline there, 2 there. Oh my God, look at this group. Put your big boy pants on. You can't fall down. So he isn't where he's supposed to be, doesn't know it, and you know what he does? He gives me one of these like, oh, you're picking on me again? Dude, go home. And fast, really fast. Knees bent, where's the ball? Launch. Track! What did Dimitri do on that? Nothing. Dimitri, until you win back trust, you're just a guy who we gave a uniform to. You should quit basketball and get a part-time job. Dude doesn't care. Are you going back and forth? What are you doing? Answer me. You're standing in one place. Thank you. Play.
St. Anthony High School was founded by an order of Felician Sisters in 1952. Hurley arrived 16 years later. He's won more state titles than anyone in basketball, enjoyed 8 undefeated seasons, and been enshrined in the Naismith Hall of Fame. But none of that ensures what he's now fighting for. After 48 years, he wants a 49th. He wants St. Anthony High School to survive. Since 1992, every St. Anthony graduate has been accepted to college. Many, if not most, will be the first in their families to attend.
The tuition we have to charge is our own version of being a business, yet the business plan doesn't put us in a position where we can pay our bills. It costs us about $14,000 to educate a child.
We're charging a little over $6,000. So that's $8,000 times 180 students that we have to make up every year. Plus we give out scholarships off of that number.
We've been going back to our same donors for many years, and we're seeing donor fatigue.
St. Paul's, when I was in grammar school, had 1 lay teacher in the whole school. 23 of them were nuns. St. Anthony's High School right now doesn't have a nun or a priest. We have an entire staff of lay teachers. So the amount of money they're spending on salaries is entirely different.
We've got to come up with a more sustainable model. We can't keep losing $500,000 a year. We just can't do it.
It's just not St. Anthony's. It's the model of urban Catholic high schools. The structural deficit that we face. Every other Catholic high school that I'm aware of are facing the same challenges.
There's very few Catholic schools left in the inner cities. How come we've stayed open so long? Well, quite frankly, without Bob Hurley, we wouldn't have a chance. Hey, we would have been closed probably 20 years ago without Bob Hurley.
He doesn't take any money for what he does.
I'm in the midst of my new book, Killing the Rising Sun, all right, about our war with Japan, all right? And in the book now, do you know what stopped the war? What caused the war to come to an end against Japan? Anybody know? Oh my God. Who's had American history after 1900? So I'm gonna read you something. We knew we had the most powerful weapon in the history of the world. And with that goes what? Having something as powerful as the most powerful weapon in the world, what goes along with that? Responsibility. Responsibility. We have to win games when we have an opportunity. What's our big advantage tomorrow? And there's one. We're home. We're home. Engage the crowd, and the crowd has something to do with emotion leading to energy and performance. Get out of here. See you tomorrow.
At the dawn of a new season, each player finds his own routine. Coach Hurley, meanwhile, does what he's always done with maniacal intensity. He sweeps the court.
Our defense is 5-on-3. Keep the ball out of middle. Keep the ball when it's on one side of the court. We want to keep it here. We want to take away any post passes and take away if it comes over, take away the reverse pass. If they switch, what happens? Cutters go. Say it's bullshit. Everybody answer. Cutters go where? Out. Where the screeners go. Say it like you've done it. If you don't say it, we don't expect you to do it. We don't play you. So if the only people that know it are the starters, guess who's playing today? 5 guys. Everybody's got to be able to do everything right now. They don't know what we know about each other. All right, they do not know. They're assuming it's another team that's going to be together. Well, why couldn't we be? Why couldn't we be? The 5 guys that start the game band together, talk. Defensively, a frenzy. Offensively, smooth with pace. Let's go. Full of grace and love, bless about God, bless us through the life of Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now at the hour of death. Amen. Lady Victories, pray for us today. I think pray for us. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go. Let's go.
While the kids are hoping for the best of seasons, the adults are praying it's not the last.
There's a high probability that the school may close at the end of the student year.
They come here as a safe haven, just to get off the streets.
You feel sad that you didn't do everything you could to help each of those kids.
It's a battle place. I hope we're developing a fighter's mentality. You don't have to be the best and brightest, but if you work your butt off and you can handle every obstacle thrown in your path, then at the end of the whole thing, you will be successful.